Good afternoon and welcome to the 64th Annual St. Patty's Day Parade in beautiful Bay City. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. Sun-soaked 50-degree day. What a beautiful day for a parade.
Oh, it's a great day for a parade, Jeff, and we're just about seeing the beginning of the parade. They're right in between just east of Madison Avenue. Great day, great sun. A little bit of wind, but not too bad out there. Looks like everybody's going to have a great time today.
Well, for a long time, we've referred to this as the first rite of spring in Bay City, and certainly when you look down the parade route, you see just 5 and 6 deep everywhere. I think that we may have record crowds for today's event.
It's a nice day for a parade, Jeff, and all the good weather always brings out a lot of people. As we look down from west to east, down Center Avenue, the first responders, as usual, making their way first and kind of clearing a path for everybody to have a great day.
Our sponsors for today's race, the proud sponsor, the main sponsor is Consumers Energy, and special sponsors O'Connor's Auto Outlet and ITC Holdings, as those folks have really stepped up and made this process a little easier.
Yeah, Jeff, nice of those folks to help out this year, and you look at the smiles on the face of the Parade Association, just one less thing they have to worry about, but thank you to those three great sponsors for today's St. Patrick's Day Parade.
The first division is dedicated to our military servicemen and women that keep our country safe so that we can celebrate special days like St. Patrick's Day in peace. Thanks and help a veteran today. As we look at the Prime Brothers coming, and that will be the food donation, as we hope some people brought some canned goods. And, boy, look at the folks that we've got leading the way here.
Holy
it looks
smokes.
Oh, ooh, cookies.
Elmo and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mickey and Minnie.
Came up from Orlando just for the parade. That's a beautiful thing.
And I'll tell you what, look who's on the back of that Prime Brothers bus or truck right there.
Oh, that's Big Bird himself. I thought it was Chad Cunningham for a minute, but it's Big Bird. Chad's not far behind, though. Chad is one of the great people in this area that help to facilitate all these things going on.
Yeah, Chad is been around a long time, Jeff. A lot of things happen around Bay City, and Chad's right in the middle of it.
As we see Bay City's finest walking ahead of Bay City's finest that will be in their cars. Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about our first entry?
All right, the Department of Public Safety, Jeff, Director Michael Cicchini, and the Security Coordinator Office, Caleb Rowell. The Bay City Department of Public Safety was created in 2013, fully consolidated Department of Public Safety, providing 24-hour law enforcement, fire, and emergency medical service. Sworn civilian and volunteer staff of the DPS is committed to excellence and are dedicated to providing the best possible public safety services.
And I'm going to tell you what, the last few years now that transition has been able to take place where now your police are firemen and they're also first responders, and that has made Bay City's area of coverage much, much better.
Yeah, they do a great job, Jeff, and everybody stepped up and kind of jumped on board with this new process.
Well, I didn't know that Andy and Barney were invited to the festivities today. It looks like a little flashback to Mayberry RFD.
Well, and don't forget, Bay County Sheriff Troy Cunningham just went by, Jeff, and there's an old-fashioned Michigan State Police car. Wow, beautiful.
Boy, they pulled that out. That looks like an early 50s model, and it's a Ford.
It is a Ford. Nice-looking car, fellas. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
The Michigan State Police, the purpose of this department is to provide 24-hour statewide quality police service for safety and protection of all the people and their property that live in the state of Michigan. Its primary responsibility is to reduce the opportunities for crime, to reduce traffic accidents through diligent and fair law enforcement in the state, and to act as first responders to any citizen's needs that can be addressed through the resources of the criminal justice system.
Well, here's our friends from looks like the Essexville Public Safety.
Yes.
Also the Township of Essexville Hampton. So nice to see they're out and about and joining the parade again this year, Jeff.
This is definitely a great way to start the parade, Mike. When you hear the sights and sounds of those things coming down, and those sights and sounds are not in your rearview mirror, it's a beautiful thing.
And we live so close, so you know the parade starts when you hear the sirens.
The Cass River Composite Squadron, the color guard of the Civil Air Patrol, Christina Hemmock is the coordinator of that, and it's followed by some of the Bay City's finest fire department.
Yeah, the Bay City Department of Public Safety, again, was created in 2013, Jeff. This is the Bay City Fire Department, one of their beautiful trucks that you see driving around the area of Bay City. Thanks, guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day. All right, thumbs up. He heard us.
That is a thing of beauty, followed by the much-used aerial ladder truck A8 from the Hampton Township Department. That is used as a secondary ladder truck when needed all over Bay County, as they've been a very useful addition to the fire service. And look on the back of that Hampton Township Fire Department. We have got Smokey up there.
Here comes another one from Hampton. Yeah, there he is right there. You got good eyes in your old age, my friend.
There's hope for me yet.
There is. Nice job. Bangor Township Fire Department represented again this year, Jeff. Those fellas always doing a great job. And one of the neat things about this, Jeff, is the collaboration between all the entities working together when they need to come together for any concerns.
Well, they realize that you have to do more with less, so their collaboration, as you said, between all these departments is essential to keep our community safe.
Todd Becker and Brian Benchley. Todd Becker is the police fire chief, Brian Benchley is the police chief for Hampton Township.
And Frankenmuth with their brand new rig also coming through the parade right now. And here we have from McLaren Regional, their great ambulance service. And again, they are located all over the Tri-City strategically so that their response time is greatly reduced.
Yeah, they do a great job, Jeff. More than 2,000 McLaren Bay Region employees provide quality care to nearly 500,000 people in East Michigan.
They're up to over 2,000 employees now at McLaren Bay Region, and that just continues to be one of the great employers in Bay County.
Yeah, they do a wonderful job, Jeff, and every time you turn around, they're getting some new vehicles, a little bit different looking than those other ambulances that we're normally used to.
Well, here we have the VVA 494 and the always important 40 and 8 train as the Saginaw chapter number 600 with that 40 and 8 train. But the VVA 494, when there's an event going on in the area, especially down at Vets Park, they run security 24 hours a day to keep things safe and secure. And the people that do that are just proud volunteers to help and give back.
Yeah, we were talking about them a little bit before we came on the air, Jeff. Always very visible for a lot of events here in Bay City.
As it is a great thing, and coming up right behind it, some more of the vets. And great to see that you don't have to walk in the parade to be part of the parade. It's all good.
Got a nice ride on that beautiful Ford truck right there. We'll take a look. There they are. All right, guys, happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you.
Part of the honor guard as they are enjoying the parade today and proudly waving their flags.
That's the Knights of Columbus, Jeff, over there on Woodside in beautiful Essexville. We're very familiar with that.
It is also the home of the wonderful fish fries that are taking place during this Lenten season. The Polish Pyros and the gang down there.
Doing a wonderful job. Posted 239. Coming up next, Jeff, American Legion. That's the post out of Linwood, Michigan.
As they have done a nice job in the parade for many, many years, and they continue to have this float. They support the POWs of wartime as well. Followed by a little high rise.
Little shenanigans going on right there.
It is a thing of beauty. You know, those things used to only be used for golf, and now they're a little multi-purpose.
It's for us old guys to get around.
And next is another very, very important thing going on here, and that is the transportation of the Bay County veterans as they are taken from their appointments and back. They go to the Ada Lutz Center in Saginaw for treatment and stuff. So these volunteers that make these trips back and forth are just another great way that they give back to our veterans.
Yeah, Jeff, that's a vital piece of equipment, both of those vans, getting our veterans back and forth to wherever they need to go. Another staple in our community, and we certainly appreciate them transporting our veterans to wherever they have to go.
And they're equipped with chair lifts where need be, so they can handle just about any situation for physical need. I wonder what's coming up next, Mike. I don't have any idea what could be coming down the front.
I read it last year, Jeff, so I'm going to let you read it this year. But it needs no introduction at all.
As we've got some more of the veterans transport vehicles that they use, not all vans. They can take some of them in cars, and again, very valuable service. Our hats off to those folks that volunteer.
Thank you very
and make
much.
that happen.
Thank you.
Here it comes. The 40 and 8 is an honor society created in 1920 as World War I soldiers were transported to the front of France in narrow boxcars called voitures. They would hold about 40 men and 8 horses. They were dedicated to the needs of their fellow man. The 40 and 8 supports a national nursing scholarship program and child welfare programs.
Here it comes.
Many Voyager chapters have parade trains and hobo clowns that bring smiles as they delight the children and set off a charge. If you're not ready for that, you might have a little stain in the shorties.
You can feel the concussion inside this trailer, Jeff. Oh, my Lord, that was right next to us. But, you know, it's been around forever. Everybody absolutely loves that cannon.
The thing is, it's beautiful about it. It never says anything about how they're getting back. It just says that it takes them to the front, wishes them well. I'll pray for you. Good luck.
And by the time they get there, they're probably all deaf, too.
But those guys had and do continue to have a wonderful time.
They're so much fun. They do a lot of good stuff around here, Jeff.
All right, as we look at the next group that is coming right now, I believe this may be the Cass River Composite Squadron Color Guard and Civil Air Patrol with Christina Hemmock as the coordinator. They're slightly out of the normal run, but we're adaptable.
One of the beautiful things about live TV is you have to be very flexible when it comes to the St. Patrick's Day Parade. They're going to do a little drill right here in front of us. Jeff?
And we'll watch and enjoy.
Well done.
As again, our hats off to those folks that make that happen. And who do we got here? Is that Willie the Wolf?
I think it's Wile E. Coyote.
It could very well be, as he's used to seeing those things whistle by his head.
It's going to balance a little rocket on the old schnoz.
Can't beat Wiley. And Acme, I'll tell you, Gwiz, it's just pretty tough to beat you, as you got it all figured out.
I still watch those cartoons to this day, Jeff.
Again, what a great start to the parade, and we would like to thank our sponsors for the parade. Our main sponsor is Consumers Energy, and special sponsors go to O'Connor's Auto Outlet and ITC. Again, we can't thank those people enough for making it available for us to do the parade again this year. Thanks is just not sufficient.
Yeah, it was a big opportunity for them to help us out, Jeff. ITC's been around a while. You know, Consumers Energy's been around a while, and so has O'Connor Auto Outlet. We couldn't do it without them, so thanks to those three great sponsors for helping out with today's parade.
And as we have our first temporary lull in the activities, it has a way, especially when people coming down the street, like maybe our parade marshal, have to make a couple of slight detours to say hi to a person or two that they may encounter that they are resemblance of.
Do you think he's shaking hands and kissing babies?
I would think it's a great day as the St. Patrick's Day Parade marshal in the court again. Jack Frost this year, and we'll talk more about Jack as we get closer to him.
Jack has been around a long time. Jeff got a lot of Irish heritage in him and is a great a great representative for the parade. Talked to Jan Rao, and she was tickled pink again this weekend, not only with the weather, but having Jack as the parade marshal.
Well, as we geared up to the couple of weeks prior to this, the weather kept getting a little better and a little better and a little better. And today, again, when you look down the street and you see people 6, 7, 8 deep lining this parade route, that's exactly the way it was in yesteryear, and we're glad to see that it's back.
Yeah, it's a tremendous turnout again this year, Jeff. good weather always brings out the Bay City folks. But you know what? We get a lot of people from the surrounding area, Saginaw, Midland, out in the Thumb. So to all those folks, we thank them for coming and celebrating St. Patrick's Day weekend with us here in Bay City.
Well, and all these people in this area have an opportunity to see one of the new gemmeries in town, and that is the city market.
That is a word.
Yep, we found that out during basketball season that it was, and it's just behind us, and that is just a really, really cool place to stop and visit.
Yeah, that's a great place, Jeff. You said some of the folks were in there for lunch, and they went over there, and the place was packed. But again, all of downtown Bay City, great things going on downtown with the city and all their. Look who the gentleman stepped right in front of our friend, the St. Bernard. If we could, this St. Bernard.
We'll come back.
Yeah, he is special. He is special. Wait a minute. Let's see if he's gonna. Yeah, we kind of get a little glimpse of him.
Yep, but that's all right. He'll be up and checking out things. I think the 40 and 8 may have sent him back in his seat just a bit.
Set me back in my seat a little bit. I know that.
Again, the 64th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in beautiful Bay City. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala just pleased to have you on this sun-soaked Sunday. Here we go with our parade marshal.
That's Jack Frost, born to Irish parents. Jack is the oldest of 4 children. Jack, in his 52nd year as a practicing attorney and after serving as Assistant U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Michigan, Chief Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for Bay County and Clerk of the U.S. District Court of Western District of Michigan. Jack is honored and thrilled to be the 2018 Parade Marshal, and Jack was steeped in Celtic culture from birth and has a love for music, dancing, storytelling, and limericks and puns.
He's been active in groups like the Celtic Culture, the Bay City Lions Club, various scouting groups, the Civil War Roundtable, which he's a great active member of, and charter member of the U.S. Grant Camp 67 of the Sons of Union Veterans of Civil War. Jack wishes everybody a safe and happy St. Patty's Day Parade.
Up next, Jeff, the Grand Traverse Bay Pipe and Drums, founded in 1974. I'm going to stop talking. We're going to give a listen.
It's beautiful. The Grand Traverse Pipe and Drums have entertained crowds throughout northern Michigan. The haunting sound of the pipes, the crisp thunder of the drums, and the flash of the kilts is an unmistakable delight to the eyes, as well as the ears. And,
Shalancha.
Yes, indeed. As we're going to see the St. Patrick's Day Queen in court, as the Queen is Grace Kendorski. First runner-up is Ella Widener. Second runner-up is Tegan Ferguson. Princess Jenna Woodward, first runner-up Avery Arthur, and second runner-up Madison Marsack.
Hello, girls. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
As they are there in all their
all
splendor,
smiles.
all smiles, got their parade waves down pat. Welcome, ladies, to the parade. Congratulations on your crowns. As I believe these are just representative of the rest of the court.
Yep.
As they cruise through and enjoy the wonderful day. Look who we've got coming down the street. David Custer and the gang from TV5.
I don't know if the place is going to be able to operate without the 4 of these folks coming down the Center Avenue.
One of the great radio or TV stations, and I want to tell you what, when you want to know what's going on in Bay City, Saginaw, and Midland, TV5 is your place to go, as this group of people just continues to do an incredible job, and we welcome TV5 to the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Hey, guys, happy St. Patrick's Day. They're going first in the parade. They got to get back to the station for tonight's news.
Well, I'll tell you what, whoever does the weather will say we have been blessed with a great day here at the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And again, you look at their tower that they've got going up. They do the signal from anywhere, so they can remotely give you broadcasts and be right on top of what's going on in mid-Michigan.
Yep, they do a great job. Get around, Jeff, in those trucks. Another vital piece of equipment for TV5.
They're filming the crowd here.
Nice.
As you know, they do news at 6. They do news at 7, at 10, at 11 o'clock. You've got all sorts of options to get the news, as we have Financing Your Dreams next, and that is the United Bay Community Credit Union. It's TV5 filmed this credit union crew as they worked on their float earlier this week. Renee Schmidt is the coordinator of that wonderful group.
I've been a member of that credit union, Jeff, for many, many years. Nice job. Got a new building over there on Lincoln and Woodside. So happy St. Patrick's Day to our friends from United Bay Community Credit Union. Been around a long time.
Yep, as they have got that nice little float together and another great integral part of our community.
Did a nice job putting that together. Very familiar sign from our friends at United Bay Community Credit Union. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
As they're on that ATV and having a great time, they can finance your snowmobiles, just about anything you want, they can handle it. As we've got the Knights of Columbus, Council 414. This is the third oldest council in Michigan and supports Special Olympics and is hosting today's float for the athletes of Area 9, which includes Bay and Aranac counties.
Well, we got to say special thanks, and some of you tuning in, listening. Our friend Stephen Bauer is listening. Did a little work for Bay County TV earlier in the year. So, Stephen, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate everything you've done for us, and thanks for the help.
Well, one of the right-hand men that Nick Page incorporates.
Yep.
As we're going to listen to a little music for a moment. Again, we'd like to welcome you to the 64th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in Bay City. Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you outside. Jared and Natalie Doan on the cameras. Nick Page producing and directing our great broadcast.
Well, here's another familiar financial institution, Jeff, in Bay City. Our really good friends from Chemical Bank. Boy, they have been around since 1917.
101 years.
Whoa, man, I'll tell you what. Devotion to the community, personalized services has guided their success and led them to be recognized today as the largest bank headquartered in Michigan. Chemical Bank is proud to support the 64th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade and the Bay City community. Man, 101 years. What a great job by that organization.
I got my abacus out, Wiz, and decided, 1917, not, carry the knot, Jethro Bodine, and I come up with 101 years. That is incredible to have that type of longevity here in the mid-Michigan area.
I'm shocked you came up with it that quick.
It was quick.
Who's up next, Miss Bay County?
We have got Jaylene Davis and Miss Bay County Outstanding Team. Am I right? Miss Bay County is an affiliate of the Miss America organization and are a nonprofit scholarship program awarding educational opportunities to women. Enjoy yourselves today in the parade, ladies. Congratulations. Oh, they gave you a kiss, Wiz. That's beautiful.
I think everybody got a kiss from the ladies
and
today,
everybody's
Jeff.
just happy. A wee bit Irish today.
They're
and
happy.
That's part of sharing the love here on St. Patrick's Day. Again, 64th Annual, sun-soaked. What a great day to be in the Bay City area and, again, the first rite of spring.
Yeah, right, Jeff. We've been doing this a long time. A beautiful day. We call it the first rite of spring. And we've got coming down the street, just crossing under the light here at Madison Avenue in beautiful Bay City, a very familiar face to the Bay City people, the mayor, Kathy Newsham, and all the city commissioners.
Well, as the city commissioners come rolling through again, they're faced with a ton of stuff going on as Mark Nierenberg stops by from Heidi's Darn Good Cookies. We couldn't
Mark.
be happier, brother.
I didn't know you guys were here.
Oh, yeah. They keep asking us back. We keep coming back. All right, brother. Thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And thank you for the treats. It is a pleasure. And if you haven't been to the city market to see Heidi's Darn Good Cookies, they're better than darn good. They're really good.
Mark's a good dude. Been around a while.
As we look at our group from the Bay City, as most of the commissioners are here, and we could not be happier that they're part of this great celebration.
Yep, doing a good job for the city of Bay City, Jeff. And Kathy Newsham has been around a long time. There's Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day,
is.
Kathy. It looks like T.J. Newsham driving that pleasure craft. The Newsham family very well.
Dana Muscott, the city manager.
So that is just a great thing. And next we have got from our friends in Goderich, Canada. Goderich, if you don't know it, is Bay City's sister city. And Mayor Kevin Morrison from Goderich is the town in Canada, Providence of Ontario, that is the county seat of Huron County. The town was founded by John Gate and William Tiger Dunlop and Canadian Company in 1827. Wow. They've been around a few years.
They have been around a few years, Jeff. Nice to see them make the trip over.
It is just a great thing, again, as we get a chance. Let's take a moment and thank all of our city officials.
All right, first ward, Jeff, is Jesse Dockett. The second ward is Dave Tarasi. Third ward, Andrew Nijinsky. Fourth ward, Brett Brunner. Fifth ward is Rael Hilliker. Sixth ward, John Davidson. Seventh ward, Kiris Besmazian. Eighth ward, Ed Clements. And ninth ward, Cordell Morris. So thank you to all of our city commissioners.
As we've got another group coming up that is wonderful. It's the Celtic Blue Highlanders from Goderich, Ontario. Since the band was formed in 1998, it has grown into something truly amazing. We started out with only 11 pipers and drummers, now have over 20 wonderful members. We are going to listen to the wonderful sights and sounds of the bagpipes. And you know, the name Celtic Blue Highlanders was chosen because it's unique, just like our little town and every member. And Mike, when you hear somebody say the big bag of wind, they're referring, I believe, back to these people. And if you've ever tried to keep that bag full of air to play down the stretch, that is a really tough thing to do. Next, it looks like we've got the city of Essexville. No, we've got Jim Barsha, our county executive, and Dan Kildee coming along, and a whole bunch of wonderful people. Yep, Jeff Mays in that group. And
city commissioners.
Great job of really making our county step forward another step.
Well, Mr. Barsha and everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day. Mr. Kildee, thanks for joining us.
What a great group of people as Congressman Kildee floats through the area. And just, they're part of the parade every year, and I'll tell you, we could not be happier to see them make it happen. I believe now we're going to have the council members coming from Essexville.
That's Scott Whitbroad. Hey, Scott, how are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for showing up.
Tim
Happy
Weiler,
St. Patrick's Day.
Scott Whitbroad, Jennifer Gradowski, Adam Hughes, Dennis Rondow, John Kustik, and Russell Tanner as part of their group, and one of the great fire trucks in our area. Again, another new model from Essexville.
Also behind Jeff is our good friends we're very familiar with, our good friends from AAA Transport right up next to the Essexville Fire Department, and that's my good friend Chris Brashaw driving for AAA Transport. The staple of the community for about 11, 12 years now.
And we may have missed, which I hate to do, Cindy Luzak, the county clerk, as they do more with less. I'll tell you, as that's been cut over the years, to see the things that they're able to do with that county clerk office is just amazing. Now we've got the John Glenn Bobcat Marching Band, and we'll enjoy it. And you know, this band was really in tough straits about 5 or 6 years ago. Numbers dwindling, and they have really done a nice job to rejuvenate that band.
They're sounding very good. Great weather day for the bands, Jeff. Sometimes you get a little bit too cold. they can't come out and make it. But thanks again for the Bobcat Marching Band. And here comes the John Glenn Homecoming Court.
The Homecoming Court from freshmen through seniors. Welcome, John Glenn Bobcat Court. It's a pleasure to have you at the parade. As you got a chance to take a peek at them and all their splendor there, as they are truly leaders in that school at John Glenn.
That is a good-looking court right there. Up next, Jeff, we have our friends. That's Vaughn Begic. Hello, Vaughn. How are you?
Now look at the smile on Vaughn Begic's face today
Because
after
I
that
know
big
why.
Michigan victory last night. He didn't doubt him for a second. Vaughn is another one of those great long-time people in our community that love to give back.
Jeff, Vaughn defending sacred covenant, promoting conservative principles, helping to elect everybody. Jeff, hey, Vaughn, happy St. Patrick's Day, brother. Good to see you. Mike Green.
As Mike nears the end of his tenure, as he has done a tremendous job with Eastern Michigan and the Thumb to bring us forward and really bring the issues in Northeast Michigan to the front in Washington. Gary Glenn as well.
Yep. Also coming up next, Jeff, a very familiar van over on the parked on the west side. Our good friends from Cops and Donuts. And visit the Sutherland precinct because you deserve a donut. And Becky Blue is the coordinator for Cops and Donuts. I'll tell you, they give you a baker's dozen at that place.
Well, and I'll tell you, when you ask for a donut, you don't
a
have a
donut.
two-biter. It's really great. The old Sutherland's Bakery, and if you haven't been in there, you're really missing out because they crank those donuts out early and often, and they are scrumpin' delicious.
This is the best youth-oriented float, Jeff, and that's from our friends at the All Saints Elementary School. And they did a nice job decorating this float, and they won an award for 2018.
You know, All Saints in Bay City is lucky to have its All Saints as it's presented by the Leprechauns of All Saints School as the youngsters.
Nice.
All Saints Central Elementary, you guys are on TV. Let's wave to the camera, All Saints.
Oh, the young man's got a GoPro, so he's taking pictures of us, too.
Oh, he's taking a picture of us, taking a picture of him. And I'm going to tell you what, you love the energy.
Leave here, go home, have dinner, and get ready for school tomorrow. There's a Cougar.
As the long-standing tradition of the All Saints Cougar, we'd like to tell you who it is, but it's a secret society.
Can't tell.
Look what we've got coming up behind is the Bay City All-Stars, as they have done just a tremendous job over the years. And these ladies are nationally ranked competitive cheer program for boys and girls ages 4 to 18.
You want to talk about energy. Here they are right here. This is a group. This is also the Standish Elite, Jeff. And you know what? Look at the numbers. The numbers are absolutely impressive.
As they do a great job, and they come by in great number. And they are followed by something that also makes you salivate, the Montrose Blueberry Festival. The queen is Allison Wilson, and court is Emily Paul. The festival is always the third weekend in August in 2018. Montrose, about 35 minutes south of Bay City, and it is just another fun festival. Again, we would like to thank Queen Allison Wilson and court Emily Paul for coming to Bay City for our parade. They are brave in the weather. They are sun-soaked out there. Enjoy the day, ladies.
Oh, they're having a good time. Big smiles on their face. Ladies, thank you so much for coming to Bay City. We greatly appreciate it.
As if they're brave in the weather out there without even a shawl on, then they are thinking spring. I love that.
Well, are we all thinking spring right now?
Indeed we are. The first rite of spring is upon us.
Here's state champions Little League Baseball 2017, Jeff, the 11-year-olds. It is Joanne Weaver, the coordinator.
Now, Joanne had the opportunity, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but to go to Williamsport and throw out the first pitch of the game. She has been around there for so many decades to be an integral part of making Southwest Little League part of what it is today.
Yeah, everybody had a great time following this team, Jeff. And fellas, congratulations on your state championship. Way to go, guys.
There is that big state trophy of the championship is coming up right now on the back side of your screen. as these young players really represented Bay City proud.
We got good baseball players here in Bay City, Jeff. We start them nice and early, and they continue to play on, and there's that beautiful trophy. Coaches, congratulations on your victory. Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys.
And thank the folks from Burt Watson that were able to bring that truck so that those youngsters didn't have to walk the route.
Here's our friends from Hidden Harvest, Jeff.
As Hidden Harvest is one of the great food sponsors to help those that are hungry and needy in the Bay community.
Coming up next is our good friends from, there we go.
Shake it. Boy, and it's not Wednesday
oh,
yet.
That's Rally Camel and the Great Lakes Loons.
I was going to say it must be hump day. Here's the camel.
And Louie Loon, Rally Camel.
As I did not see Louie. Louie must be lagging along here at a different spot in the parade.
This must be our friends from, is this Consumers Energy right here, Jeff?
I believe, yes, you are correct. And they get the best corporate float as you look at that big truck.
Oh, boy.
With the heavy-duty boom on it for fixing things. As is with the weather in the mid-Michigan in the wintertime, there's opportunities with the heavy wind and the ice that they've got to go out and work, but they've been able to keep the power on for people for decades.
1,000 employees in the Great Lakes Bay region, Jeff. So Consumers Energy, again, a great, and don't forget, they are one of our 3 sponsors today for the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Indeed, we are pleased to have them along with us.
It's more Consumers Energy, Jeff, delivering savings, it says on the side of those beautiful vans. So, again, once again, Consumers Power stepping up, being in the parade, and helping us sponsor this year.
Next, we have got the Thomas Lincoln Handy Middle School Pom-Pom Squad with Heather Van Driesch as the coordinator, and I've seen them many times at basketball games I've officiated. Let's enjoy their show. As they do another nice routine as they continue on down the street. Thomas Lincoln Handy continues to be a school of higher learning and fun as well.
Well, those familiar colors that you're used to, Jeff, the red and white and black of the Wildcats. And coming up next is our good friend, U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow. She grew up in Clare and learned the importance of faith, family, and hard work at an early age. Senator Stabenow stands up for the Michigan families every day. She is laser focused on jobs, economic opportunity, and most of all, protecting our Great Lakes. Hello, Senator Stabenow. Welcome to Bay City. Good to see you again.
Nice job, Debbie. Thank you for your long time service and commitment to the state of Michigan. As we've got next, I'll be more than happy to take this McDonald Broadcasting. They play at Joe FM 97.3, KCQ Country, and the Bay 1400 with Jimmy O on the radio. Jimmy Owens runs that show on the Bay, and I listen to him every morning as we do at Covenant Healthcare. They just do a tremendous job of bringing a great variety of music from country to pop to the current.
Up next, Jeff, is the Fireworks Festival Queen and Anna Konjorski, Teen Miss Courtney Smith, Junior Miss Mahaley Clay, Little Miss Sparkler Malila Clay, and Kim Schwartz is the pageant director. We saw a lot of those girls a couple weekends ago at the telethon.
They did a tremendous job, showed some of their talent and everything that was going on to get them crowned, and we hope they enjoy the next year. Next, I believe we may have the Boys and Girls Club of the Great Lakes Bay region. We'll have to wait and see as they get just a little bit closer. They serve youth from ages 6 through 18 in 6 different locations. Wendy Friend is the organizer, but Ginger Javiski is the chief operating officer here in beautiful Bay City.
Frankenmuth Bavarian Festival princesses and her 2 court attendants representing the Frankenmuth Bavarian Festival in June 2018, Jeff. That's a nice festival over there in Frankenmuth. Well, what a great community out there. Always something going on in Frankenmuth.
Well, and this is always a lovely float and a great addition to the parade. And next we have got Sunrise Pedal Trolley. It's Bay City Sunrise Pedal Trolley and Frankenmuth's Pedal Trolley that are now one big happy family.
Out of town, that was the winner of the out of town float, Jeff, was the Bavarian Festival. But where I live, I see these pedal trolleys coming down the old boulevard every now and then, and they are having an absolute riot when they're gallivanting all over the city.
Well, these things hold up to 15 people, and you bike your way around town. It was originally put together and started in the Netherlands. Book your tour today for the summer because it's not an easy thing. You don't call on a Friday and get them on a Saturday. But I'll tell you, a great way to tour the city and have a little fun while you're doing it.
Yeah, they are always having a good time.
As it looks like a little candy is flowing into the crowd, the record crowd here enjoying as the it's Monty Big Cat Oswald and the German contention that are here making it happen as they just do a tremendous job with their love of German culture and the work that they do with those in Germany.
Oh, Miss Bridgefest, Jeff, is Catherine Daniel. Miss Bridgefest Outstanding Teen is Kendall Comer. Miss Midland is Allison Harrison. Miss Midland Outstanding Teen, Emma Scheibert. They compete at the state level in Miss America organization and a scholarship pageant for women.
All right, next we have got Frankenmuth Credit Union. They're proud to support our communities and can serve anyone that lives, worship, works, or is educated in the state of Michigan. Come to our Bay City office on Euclid, the Essexville office on Center, or any one of our other conveniently located offices and see why almost 42,000 of your friends and neighbors call Frankenmuth Credit Union their hometown financial solution.
That looks like your piggy bank at home, all that money.
It's not full, but that's what the piggy bank looks like. You are correct.
Up next is the Walk to End Alzheimer coming to Bay County in 2018. Help us end this terrible disease by getting involved. The walk is September 15th, 2018. Crystal Corian is the organizer. What a great idea,
Well,
Jeff.
and I'll tell you, the strides that they have made with Alzheimer's over the last 5 or 6 years, long way to go, but they're making strides, as that is just a horrible disease.
Next up, I think this is a sweet group of people.
Oh, yes.
It's the Michigan Sugar Queen, Kayla Ratajak, and the Sugar Queen court members are Maddie Kosecki and Lauren Heberling. Ladies, congratulations. Welcome to Bay City. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Indeed, great to have you here, ladies, representing Pioneer Sugar. As enjoy your day. The second division is dedicated to Rose and Irv McEachran. Rose and Irv were parade members for over 50 years, and they enjoyed every single minute of it. Sadly, both Rose and Irv have passed away within a month of each other in 2017. Irv would sell raffle tickets to a leprechaun, and Rose was a longtime parade historian. The Parade Association thanks Rose and Irv for their dedication. They will never miss watching a parade or being part of it as they were alive.
Yeah, they were very, very big into the St. Patrick's Day parade. Jeff, up next is somebody that we're kind of familiar with. We saw him at the telethon, Representative Brian Elder.
Welcome, Brian, as, again, another very visible member of the community and a proud father of a great athlete at Bay City Central.
Hey, Brian, welcome. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, big group coming up, Jeff. So again, another pipe band from Muskegon, it looks like.
And we are going to let them do their thing as we enjoy some pipe music. As this group was from the Muskegon area and have been together for many, many years. And now it looks like we have got the Royal Order of Hibernians.
Yes.
As they are going to come forth, another long-time member of our parade.
They look at that young man right there. That looks like Mr. Tilley right there.
Sir Donald Tilley, welcome to the parade, fine sir.
The Hibernians have been around a long time. To be Irish is a blessing. To be a Hibernian is in honor, promoting Irish unity and culture and fellowship with other Irish members in the community, Jeff. Very, very visible, especially this time of year.
As the Muskegon Regional Police Pipe and Drum was what had just gone by, as we shuffle back and forth. Tough to keep everything in that order as we look at this great bus that transport these folks around.
Well, another staple of our Bay City community, Jeff, that have been around a long time. Our friends from Mitchell helping out again this year with the Hibernians, and thank you to them for probably getting those guys on the bus and back to wherever they have to go after the parade.
As we've got another group of fifers coming, and we will take a peek at what their sign says, wondering if this one could potentially have been that Muskegon group, the Regional Police Pipe and Drum. We'll listen in.
Yep, that's it, yeah.
As it looks like now, we've got Cub Scout Pack 3157 from Essexville with the new scout leader, Bob Metcalf. As they cruise down the street, and I'll tell you, scouting is starting to really make a nice comeback, and it's a very, very good thing to see because they really teach you a lot about life as well as how to represent yourself and be a great part of this community.
Up next, Jeff, is a winner of one of the floats. It's the Best Irish Theme, and that is from our good friends over there at Oakland Orthopaedics. Won a Best Irish Theme float for 2018. Another one of our fine businesses here in the Bay City area.
Well, they specialize in custom orthotics and prosthetics. Oakland is second year in the parade, and we do a lot of work at Covenant Healthcare, and wondering if Gigi is on the float or inside, as he is the person that comes and fits a lot of specialty braces and things. But Gigi, just one of the great managers of the Oakland orthopedic realm, is I believe they still have a location over on Mulholland just off of Kosciuszko.
You'll get that right one of these years, but I like the way you say it anyway. That's a beautiful float. Congratulations, Oakland Orthopedic. Best Irish Theme here for 2018. Nice.
Yes,
they did
indeed.
A nice job.
They very much did a nice job on it.
Well done.
As we look and we just glance a half a block down the road, the oldest continuous marching band in the state of Michigan, the Bay City Central High School Marching Band. They extend musical knowledge of students beyond previous experience into orchestrated music.
Bands range from concert band to symphony band, wind symphony, marching band, jazz band, and the sponsors are Mrs. Christy Keenan and Mr. Scott Steifenbergen.
Let's listen in.
Hey, find your way.
As we hear Maria Doan and Mary Harding being picked up outside on the speakers. Having done that for many, many years, I'll tell you what, to walk down the street and they jump like that for two reasons. It's a great show, but it also ensures that everybody is in step.
You were a marching band member, weren't you?
At Thomas Lincoln Handy High School. Yeah, that was back in the day when we would do a lot of festivals, even in the summertime. We were very active and just loved any chance we had to play in front of people.
One of the great high school bands here in Bay City, Jeff, the Bay City Central Marching Wolves.
Great to hear them play music as they cruise by us right now. And another thing you were very familiar with in your years out at the bus barn as you ran that show out there, trying to keep these vehicles and the trailers available so that they
Yep.
could go to away games and go to festivals and put all their equipment into the back of these.
You know, everybody's got them now, Jeff, these trailers to get every instrument and all the stuff to the band camps and to away games. Really a nice-looking trailer right there for the Marching Wolves.
And here we have the king and queen of the Bay City Central Wolves. Glad to have you part of this celebration and a new VW.
Yeah, that's nice. The VW's back.
Yes, it is. Now we've got Bay City Academy next, as it is great to see them part of our parade as well. Bay City community been part of this parade for many, many years, and a great energy behind those kids at the school.
Yep, Bay City Academy, tuition-free public school offering kindergarten through 11th grade. Nikki Short is the coordinator, Jeff, and there's their school bus.
It is tremendous to see them part of the parade and all the youth and energy and excitement and the higher learning that those young people enjoy.
The old Bluebird. Seen many of those in my day.
Well, it looks like James and Chris are on that bus as well, as they transitioned from church to on the bus, and now we've got the Aranac County Fair Queen as visit Aranac County Fair on July 21st through August 4th of 2018. Welcome, ladies, as we look at the queen and the runner-up.
Yeah, the runner-up is Rochelle Restrainer, and I'm sorry I did not see who the queen was, so I do apologize. But, ladies, welcome to the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Allison Hardy and Emily Ratajak.
Boy, you just rattled that Ratajak right off like something beautiful. As we have got next our group, I believe this is our friends from City Market. City Market makes your stop for a fun day with friends and family. Delicious food and the market are always fresh, local, and so good.
If you haven't been there, you got to get there. Check that place out. It is absolutely nice inside and a plethora of things going on at the City Market.
Oh,
there's Jeffrey
Hildebrand.
Hildebrand.
Jeff Hildebrand, long-time icon in the Tri-City area, as he is a big part of that City Market and a friend of Bay County TV.
Oh, yeah, Jeff's been around a long time.
He popped right out of the top of that. Who was driving that thing?
He wanted a little love from Jeff and Gwiz.
Next, we have got Team One Credit Union.
Team One Credit Union is proud to be a member of the Bay City community and would like to wish everyone a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Kim Sheffield is the organizer. Nice job.
Team One, just another one of the great opportunities to
Yep.
take care of all your banking needs here in beautiful mid-Michigan. They also do mobile shredding, which is something that has become very, very popular. As we've got just a very brief break in the parade, it will give us an opportunity to thank our three great corporate sponsors again. As we look to the main sponsor is Consumers Energy, and special sponsors O'Connor Outlet and ITC Holdings, as those two groups, along with Consumers Energy, have really made it a great way for us to be able to continue bringing this parade to one and all.
Yeah, that has been a big uplift, Jeff, for the Parade Association. They were happy and very, very smiley today when we saw them when they knew that they are having three great corporate sponsors for today's parade.
Like to say hi to our Facebook friends and YouTube page people, also being able to listen live, as Heartland Manor Care is glad to be in the parade and will be sharing bottled water and stress balls to selected parade visitors. Erica Wood is the organizer of that Heartland Manor Care.
No stress here in the Bay County TV, is there? We don't need a stress ball.
Correct. We'll let others enjoy it that may be a little more stressed out.
No stress on St. Patrick's Day weekend here in Bay City.
As this, I believe, might just be a few more of the employees of Heartland, as they're all dressed up in their St. Patty's Day garb. Welcome to the parade.
Looks like you're right, Jeff. It does look like some more of their Heartland Manor Care is following behind. Nice group. Got a little leprechaun hanging off the back of the tailgate of that beautiful truck.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, I hear some special music coming down the road, my friend. Can you hear it coming?
I can. They're just a tad bit down the way yet, but it could be a little bit of that St. Stanislaus group that are coming through. Again, Jeff Dodd and Mike Wasdala, glad to have you along at the 64th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in beautiful Bay City. And, Mike, what a great day it is for a parade.
It really has been wonderful, Jeff. It's been a good parade so far. A lot of people roaming around. Weather is fantastic. We got a little bit of a delay here, but we've got about maybe a little close to halfway through this thing. And again, a lot of familiar faces. And we look across the street, and there is our friend in the back of the the St. Bernard puppy that was here last year. He's got a little something hanging off his neck.
He done has growed a little bit, but he has got, in case somebody is really parched or trapped. He have got a great little barrel full of a wee bit of nectar, I believe.
Well, looks like he has gotten a little bit bigger.
He might be coming out for a visit. I don't know. We're going to have to keep our eye and see if they can bring his head out for a little bit. It's his normal nap time, but we'll have to see if we can't get him to sprout his way up. As, again, what a great opportunity, and we just can't thank our sponsors enough. Consumers Energy, O'Connor's Outlet, and ITC Holdings. There he comes. The big fella's coming out. He says, I've rested long enough. Time to show my face and the rest of me.
Also want to thank our friends at Tri-City RV, Jeff, for the trailer that we're using today. We appreciate them jumping on board and helping us out at the last minute. Had a little technical difficulty, but we got that all taken care of.
Boy, when you can call somebody at 9 o'clock in the morning and have them respond with something down here in an hour and a half, we can't say thank you enough to Tri-City RV, what they always do and how quickly they stepped up to help us again this year.
Yeah, greatly appreciated, Jeff, that they stepped up for us this year. I want to say thanks to the Parade Association for putting out another great show and having us back again for, I don't know, my friend, how many years have we been doing this? It's been a while.
I would say around 15.
Okay.
Give or take one or two, but first few years and up until recently, Dave Shore was part of our trifecta of fun that we had, and we always expected the unexpected when Brother Dave was here, but it was always something good and special.
Yeah, you just never knew what that character, and I say character in a loving way, was
indeed.
going to say next or do next, but he is greatly missed, but we think about him often with the parade and the telethon, and just a wonderful gentleman that we truly miss a lot.
Yes, he was certainly one that loved to give back to the community as well, and was an extremely visible part of the community. And
was he a mold breaker?
Oh, he did. Done broke that mold after it happened. Maybe that's a good thing or not, but we love Cousin Dave, and
we miss him.
Certainly will live on in our memory for decades to come, as long as we have a memory.
There's some of our Bay City youth, Jeff, hanging out here on the curbside down Center Avenue, waiting for the parade to catch up a little bit. A little bit of a lull, but we know what's coming up next. It's been a great day. And, again, a great job by Jared and Natalie Doan on the cameras. Nick Page directing and producing. Wonderful job, as always, whether it's inside out, parade, or a sporting event. We got a great crew here.
We are blessed with a great group of people that are ever faithful, shift on the fly if we need to change something around. Weather dictated a few things this winter, but everybody's schedule was totally done around Bay County TV, and it is just a pleasure to serve the Bay County area as we continue to become a point of destination on Cable 190 on Charter.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, Jeff, and Nick does a fantastic job getting to them all. There's one of my all-time favorite hats, right? He's got on the all-hat team there.
That's a big
hat. He's a Cougar, too. He had All Saints Cougar on there. And, again, what a nice crowd. There's another look down Center Avenue. 6, 7, 8 deep, standing out in the street. Everybody having a good time. A Slurpee walking down the street. A little bit of a lull, Jeff, but we've had a lot of fun so far today.
Well, whenever you see the big gulp and the Slurpee coming down the street, you know that 7-Eleven is there. And, you want to talk about something that is instant recognition. You say Slurpee, you say big gulp. You know it's synonymous with 7-Eleven.
And it's only $1 now. So you walk in there, give them $1, and that's all it takes, Jeff. And wide variety, a lot of things going on. They got They picked up their coffee. They got coffee that's, one of my favorites is the pumpkin spice in the fall. The blueberries on all the time. Oh, I'm kind of turning into a coffee aficionado.
Oh, my brother Gwiz. You stop by and normally visit them around 6:15 in the a.m. on your way into work.
Yes, I do. If it's not that one, it's one on out there on Wilder and Salzburg. Even throw a Starbucks in there every once in a while.
You do it all right. It features Slurpees and other 7-Eleven favorites. Kristalina Clark is the coordinator of this group from 7-Eleven. Next, we have got the Bay City Central Youth, as they are the reigning champions of the youth football here in the Bay County area.
And that familiar polka music, Jeff, from our friends at the St. Stan's Picnic, and that's going to be in the third week in July, live Polish bands and the Stijewicki band, and plenty of beverages for everybody. Best French fries in the area, no doubt.
It is a thing of beauty.
What's
indeed.
The dates? Oh, June 28th to July 1st this year.
Yep, they backed it up a week as they didn't want to interfere with the river roar, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. As next we have got the Great Lakes Bay Health Centers, Smiles for Everyone, with our mobile dental bus serving over 8,000 students throughout Michigan. Monica Woods is the organizer of that Great Lakes Bay Health Center.
Man, vital piece of equipment for our community, Jeff. Getting out there and taking care of everybody's teeth here in the Great Lakes Bay region.
As we look next, I believe what we've got coming up next is the historic Second Baptist Church on Young's Ditch Road. In 1883, the love of God inspired a faithful few worshipers to establish a place of worship and a church family. For approximately 25 years, they struggled without much progress, and then in 1884, the Bay City Times listed the church as 220 or 244 Monroe Street, and then in 1986, Reverend Seth Randolph Doyle Jr. became the pastor, and that church has really taken off and grown since then.
Yeah, they do a nice job, Jeff, and they got a nice vehicle for all their church activities. Again, the historic Second Baptist Church. Seth Doyle is the pastor. Happy St. Patrick's Day to our friends at Second Baptist.
Yes, indeed. As we'll wait for them to come by, looking for Mary Von de Smiter. Mary Von is normally with that group, but I don't see her out walking around. Recently had a hip replacement, so maybe she's taking a year off.
This is our friends at the underage drinking, not a minor problem, Jeff. And again, another group of very active students here in the Bay City area.
And again, over the last few years, it's starting to be a little bit of a concern, and they just want to make sure that people are aware of the fact that you can go out and have a good time with alcohol not having to be involved.
That's exactly what the message is, Jeff. They're strong, they're very visible, very vocal, and doing a wonderful job getting their message out.
As we look next at the 1400 and 104.1, the Bay, do we got Jimmy O on the inside? I'm waiting to see.
He's rocking. Oh, he took
Rod
off.
Stewart. First Church of the Nazarene, Mike.
Bay City First Church of the Nazarene, come grow with us as the new youth and the children's wing is completed. So a little addition going on, Jeff, at the Bay City First Church of the Nazarene. Come grow with us as their motto. Nice looking float. That's springy.
Yes, indeed. As what do we got next? I think this might be the Munger Potato Group. Nope, this is Garber Chevrolet of Linwood, as they have just become a huge factor in the parade and in the community, as they have really put Linwood back on the map as a Chevy dealer.
Francesco Reyes is part of that group right there, Jeff, probably one of their salesmen, their general manager. And again, Dick Garber joining the Bay County community here with his organization.
All right, coming up next is the Champion Force Martial Arts of Bay City and Chesaning. They promote safety awareness, bully prevention, and stranger danger for students ages 4 and older. They teach respect, discipline, and self-confidence, as well as an ability to defend yourself. Not an aggressive form of martial art, but in a situation where you're backed or cornered, they teach you how to take care of yourself.
Well, that young man just broke a board in half, Jeff. So, again, you make a great point right there, just to defend yourself. And your kids were involved in a little bit of that when they were growing up, and it teaches a lot of good things, discipline, and all sorts of positive things come from martial arts.
Well, and it just makes you a little safer knowing that when your kids go out, if they get into a situation, they have a way to defend themselves and be able to come home and tell you about what happened.
Coming up next, Jeff, is our very familiar, the Munger Potato Festival Queen in her court. And Katie Bauer is coordinator. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, the Munger Potato Festival has been around for many, many years, and we appreciate the Queen and her court coming to Bay City to participate in the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
And again, as you talk about, between the first rite of summer and St. Stan's, you go out to the Corn Fest and then to the Potato Fest. You've got 3 events in about 4 to 5 weeks that really stimulate the economy of those communities.
Yeah, Jenna Richard is the queen, Jeff, and don't forget, you get to throw the Pickle Festival in there, and all good things going on here in Bay City.
Bay County Hockey Association's home of the Bay County Blizzard, which start at 6-year-old and under level. Tracy Herrick is the coordinator of that group. There, Tracy.
Hockey's big. We did a hockey game this year, Jeff, on Bay County TV. Truly enjoyed that, had a lot of fun. Very good hockey players here in Bay City and Bay County.
Well, I had a chance to spend a few minutes with Coach Mike Kaner last night at the Saginaw Spirit game, as his club has had just another phenomenal year this year. As we see some more of the nets of those youngsters from the hockey program.
And those inline skates have made it, help you during the off season, Jeff, and the Bay County Civic Arena. So a lot of things going on when you're playing hockey here in Bay City and Bay County.
Our version of Mr. Bubble as the Tri-City Bubble. It helps bubble you clean. We bring the fun to your next event. Check out Bubbles and Foot Darts at TriCityBubble.com. This has really taken off as a fun event for birthday parties and gatherings.
Remember we did the hockey game out at the ice arena, and they had a little war going on. They were doing this on ice. It was a lot of fun to watch.
It was, They looked more like Humpty and Dumpty as they would bounce each other, and they'd go down and try and scurry to get back up. And then on top of it, they were trying to play foot hockey along with it. It was just a fun thing.
It certainly was. How about our friends from H&R Block? File your taxes with H&R Block, whether you're a first-time filer with a basic tax return or you have a complete tax situation. H&R Blocks has tax solutions to fit your needs. Perfect time of year, Jeff.
Well, and I'll tell you what, there'd be more of them marching in the parade, but they're busy working on people's returns right now.
They work on Sundays.
As they are there all the time, as they just do another great job of making sure that everything's filed properly.
Here's another great little business here in Bay City, Jeff. Our friends from Voodoo Tattoo.
Voodoo, if you're serious about an excellent tattoo from a professional, look no farther. You found your shop. Voodoo Tattoo has been giving cutting-edge, award-winning published artwork on people's skin since 2005.
Wow, they've been around that long. Holy cow.
It is just another thing, 20 years ago you didn't hear about it, and now Voodoo and a few others are around, and they are continuously busy.
Up next is our friends from Heartland Home Healthcare and Hospice, where you are in charge of your health care. Julie Rouse is the coordinator. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all our friends from Heartland Home Healthcare. Have a great day, guys.
Boy, the health care portion is big, but I'll tell you, the hospice care that they provide and the respite care is just second to none. The compassion that those people have in those situations is just beautiful. As we see some other great vehicles coming now in about a half a block to allow us to take a half a second
to wet our whistle, so to speak.
We get a quick drink of water as we will look upon the next entry that comes. As you know, Mike, we are over halfway through our parade already, as the fun just flies by. But again, the 64th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in beautiful Bay City. Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. Jared and Natalie Doan outside on the cameras. Nick Page producing and directing, also on Facebook and YouTube.
River Jordan, a nonprofit organization. We are a school of transition for youth and young adults aging out of foster care. Aylin Stamps is the organizer, Jeff. And happy St. Patrick's Day to our friends from River Jordan. Hey, guys.
And that is great, too, as the foster care world comes. And, oh, boy, here we got
Aero Club.
Valley Aero Club. Barrel Plane Trains, as I had to say that slowly, is made up of 55-gallon drums that represent airplanes. The barrel planes used at James Clement are for children's entertainment, including the kids enjoying them today.
Oh, those are pretty cool. They've been in the parade a long time, too. Fun to watch.
Boy, as the mini horses are in the parade right now, cruising down the way.
My.
That is just another big dog. They almost need a scooper behind that dog.
Who let the dogs out? Who?
He's out. He's on a leash, but he's having fun. Again, nice to see the people out just enjoying this sun-soaked first rite of spring here at St. Patrick's Day Parade,
They
Mike.
are having a lot of fun, Jeff, and those Great Danes are outstanding dogs. Very calm. For as big as they are, just really calm and cool and collected.
This is the Bay City Lions Club, the 101st year of the Bay City Lions Club, and the Bay City Lions is third in state in membership. They support the 69th Tag Days mark this down in your calendar, April 27th and 28th. They were founded in Chicago in 1917 and have been around ever since, a very, very viable service for the sight impaired in the Bay City area.
The Lions Club International has approximately 1.4 million members and 44,680 clubs in 200 countries and geographical areas around the world, Jeff. This is a big organization. Always fun to see those guys and gals out there on Tag Day.
Exactly. Remember Tag Day, the 27th and 28th of April, as they will be around. Make sure that you at least give them some of your loose change, and you'll get a treat in return.
Oh, yes. Is that the Tootsie Roll?
It's a Tootsie.
April 27th and 8th, the Tag Day here in beautiful Bay City.
And they'll put a nice little tag on your vehicle, too, that you can say that you have supported. As the Lions Club right in front of us.
Is that Dr. Dufresne in the house? Oh, it is
Brian Dufresne is in the house. Looks like Arthur Fonzarelli.
Is that Dave Nelson also?
They got some big shooters there for Tag Day.
Wee.
All the fun of this group in there.
They'll let anybody into the parade.
Yes, indeed. Next, we've got Boy Scouts of America. There are a lot of Bay County Scout troops and Cub Scout packs that are together today. They're accompanied by some of the many volunteer leaders, including Mark Collier as the Scout Master. As again, scouting has made a great resurgence over the last decade or so, and all the great things they teach you about being a great member of the society, lead by example, and give back to the community.
The Girl Scouts of Bay County, Girl Scout Area 554, from friendship to leadership and science explanation to career literacy, Girl Scouting provides a wealth of real-world benefits for girls, Jeff. Another night, as you can see, the numbers of the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts. And that's Brownie Troop 50383. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
As those ladies are enjoying the parade, but they're also looking ahead going, we've only got just a few blocks
We're almost
to
done.
Go. As another group of Girl Scouts is cruising by right now. Welcome to the St. Patrick's Day Parade, ladies.
You're on TV. Wow, that's big numbers for that. For the Girl Scouts. Good to see.
Next we see Cub Scout Pack 3113 from Linsday School. This is the 20th year that they have been in the parade, and one of the many highlights in our program for both the Scouts and for their families. We have the Cub Scout spirit, as Mark Vanderbert is the Scout Master.
Got a few dogs taking a nice stroll down Center Avenue today, Jeff. So a lot of dogs today.
And very well-behaved dogs, and that is always fun to see as they get to come out and enjoy the day as well.
There's the pack, 3113 again.
And I believe we've got Mike Ampley in the parade again this year. Oh, yes, he's back there enjoying another great year with the Scouts.
Welcome,
the Mike. Oh, yes.
Well, we all know the colors of this next marching band, Jeff. It's the Bay City Western Marching Warriors. Let's listen in.
Well, I'm telling you, Mike, through the last fall, especially during football season, we are blessed with great musicians in the Bay City area.
We had a great opportunity, Jeff, to see the Western and Central Band combine at that game, at the last game of the year at Central. It was absolutely outstanding. And congratulations to all the extracurriculars that go on in all of our Bay County high schools. They do a tremendous job.
Well, and we try when we do a sporting event to accentuate the cheerleaders and the pom-pom squad and the band and anybody else that we can, because they work just as hard as the athletes.
And there's their famous trailer right there, Jeff, another vital piece of equipment, as we said before, for the Marching Warriors.
And I believe now that we have got some of the pageantry as we look to see Miss Outstanding Teen Princess 2017. I think that's Simone Vaughn is the coordinator of that group.
Yeah, that's right. Hello.
But, welcome
Hello,
to the
Simone.
parade.
Nice job. Congratulations.
Next, no bike too big, no bike too small. Jack's Bike Shop does it all. The crew from Jack's enjoying their rides while taking the day off from all the sales and service work. Nicholas Mayle is the coordinator of that. And I'll tell you what, it's the time of year to start thinking about getting your bicycle out, and you need to make sure that thing's tuned up and ready to go so you don't put the brakes on and go up over the apple cart.
Well said, my friend. First thing I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to get my bike out and I'm going to get her tuned up.
As we have got 97.3 Joe FM that's coming here. And that's WMJO as they play a great mix from the 80s, 90s, and up to the current. Joe FM, part of the McDonald Broadcasting Company here, locally owned and operated in Saginaw. I believe now we've got the Harmony Collective. A little float is an homage to a majestic parade held in India every year for centuries that celebrates the lasting joy of simple life. The Masonic family is coming by right now as well. Masonic family
been around
salutes.
a long time, Jeff.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yep, they have that organization has been around a long time, and a couple more interesting ones. Some of our favorite little go-kart folks are the Shriners. Al Karof Shriners?
Yes, indeed, as the Shriners come cruising by, and they put on a great show in those. But I'm going to tell you what, after you've sat in that thing for a couple hours, they need to get peeled out of those vehicles because they're in a slightly cramped condition as they will go by.
Well, they'll come by, they'll do some donuts, and they'll speed by and come back, and you can see them down Center Avenue, Jeff, giving some high fives to all the folks on the parade route. And then you look down Center Avenue right now, look at the TV screen. That is just a wonderful view just east of Madison Avenue here on Center Avenue in Bay City. Boy, everybody having a great time. Yep, that's the Bay Area Masons. The Joppa Lodge, Jeff, 315, accompanied by the Midland Shriner Minicars, Clowns, and the Shriner Van.
And we've got another great group coming up right now. They're still a half a block away, but I'm going to start right now because it's kind of lengthy. It's the Scottsville Clown Band. It is the clown band roots date back to the start of the 1900s when a musical group of Scottsville merchants began to dress as hillbillies and entertained at local carnivals. Soon the group became more and more popular, and the costumes became more and more risque. World War II really meant the end of that group for a while. So in 1947, they reestablished as Ray Schulte reformed the group and created what is now known as the Scottsville Clown Band.
Ray was known as the godfather of the band, and he passed in 2007. So go to the Masonic Temple right after following the parade for a concert performed by the Scottsville Clown Band. Fundraised from donations help local charities, Jeff.
This group, when we're going to listen to them when they come by, is phenomenal. If you have a chance to go to the Scottish Rite building and hear this concert, you will be really just enamored.
And a great building on the inside.
We'll listen to them.
Did I see Santa Claus?
It was. He was making a cameo appearance here as they've got a great band bus that takes them around the Scottsville Clown Band. What a welcome addition to our parade.
They are having a lot of fun, Jeff. Did a great job. Next up is the third division is dedicated, Jeff, to Mary Ann O'Hara. Mary Ann was a longtime member of the St. Patrick's Day Parade Association, and the entire O'Hara family was involved in the parade. Mary Ann's husband was lineup chairman. Her two daughters coordinated the Queen pageant in the 90s, and her granddaughter was the 2004 St. Pat's Queen, as well as one of the current Queen pageant committee members. Mary Ann did a lot of background for the parade and assistance and was the glue that held the O'Hara family together. We will keep Mary Ann in our hearts as always.
And again, thank you for the great corporate sponsors of the 64th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in Bay City: Consumers Energy, ITC Holdings, and O'Connor Auto Outlet.
Hey, don't let your garbage get you moody. You know who
What?
you got to call?
Canooty.
Canooty.
It's a beautiful thing. As again, they're another one of a great group of people that have been able to spring up and offer a tremendous service. Miss Michigan Amazing 2018. Charquise Archibald is the coordinator. As this wonderful Miss Michigan Amazing 2018 title holder, we're glad to have her here at the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Absolutely, Jeff. Nice job right there. A little bit of a lull again in our parade. So, again, just over halfway through. Wonderful day, Jeff. Everybody having a good time. And we took that shot down Center Avenue, and you could see we're still 6 to 8 people deep watching the parade.
And we're still in the very high 40s, low 50s with the sun soaked. There's not a cloud in the sky. Could not ask for a better time to be out in the middle of March.
It is really a nice day, Jeff, and everybody's having a good time. And we still got a lot of parade left.
As again, I'm Jeff Doan along with Mike Wasdala, Jared and Natalie Doan are outside doing the camera work. Nick Page producing and directing this great show on Bay County TV.
Next up, Jeff, is the Harmony Collective. Our little float is homage to a majestic parade held in India every year for centuries that celebrate the lasting joy of a simple life. Hare Krishna.
Harvey. As they definitely enjoy. And look at this nice little float that they've got coming down. No float too big, no float too small. We'll take them all.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, boy, great minds.
We've been doing this way too long. Jeff, another big piece of equipment vital to the Bay County community. It's the Bay County Bookmobile. Travels 3 days a week throughout Bay County, providing services to 42 locations. Be looking this summer for a new book bike as another method to deliver books to thirsty readers. Plus, the new edition of the book bike, which is a bike with a cart attached for distributing books. What a great idea.
Well, and it looks just like the old ice cream cart. So now you get a book instead of an ice cream, so it's good for you.
Did they have the bell on it? So they let you know they're coming?
Now the Michigan Living History Educational Association, care of Van Riper and Josh Tuxis. The soldiers marching in the parade today cover the Civil War through World War II. Be sure to check them out, as Sir Leonard McInerney and the group are going to be French Resistance, as they are going to do a little presentation. Sir Leonard McInerney back there sporting a little beret, as they're going to put on a little gun salute for us.
Oh, boy. That'll stop you in your tracks.
That is great. And, again, everything from Civil War through the French Resistance and World War II, they do a wonderful job. And they've got that Civil War roundtable they're all very associated with that meets monthly.
Well, in the Bay City River of Time, Jeff, September 28th through the 30th of 2018, so in Vets Memorial Park.
As that group goes by right now, they have been an integral part. Bay City Players next, as we have got a wonderful, wonderful gem here in Bay City, Mike, as they put on some phenomenal shows everywhere from the smallest and youngest up through the Larry Jacobs aged people that just do a phenomenal job of entertaining and plays.
Well, they've been doing it 100 years, Jeff, for that theater, and congratulations, a great success for the Bay City Players.
As we look right now, what our next Man of La Mancha is going to be the next show that they're one of them that they're featuring this August at the Bay City Players in the Midland Area Shrine Club, as they support those cars that we just saw zipping by just a few minutes ago.
They drive them up in that trailer and park them, and away they go to their next parade.
As you look at all the great sponsors that really keep those rigs on the road so that they can go and entertain for many other festivals and parades, just like they do for ours.
I think up next is the Montessori Children's House of Bay City. Jeff, family-owned, authentic Montessori pre-K kindergarten classroom, offers a unique option for early childhood education to the Bay Area. Their method of education is a philosophy and curriculum developed by Dr. Maria Montessori and rests upon respect for the child, recognition of potential for full development within each child.
That is a beautiful thing. Look at this little pedal bike coming here. This looks like something you can sit back, relax, and enjoy as you people power yourself down the street.
We're having a little good time right there.
That is just a cool thing. I don't see them having to work too hard pumping their legs there. They maybe have that thing motorized. It's a lot easier to ride it when you're doing that. Next, I believe we have got our group from Barney's Bar and Grill. Shea Podleski and her husband now run this Barney's, as they have been around. They've had this about a year and a half, as the Podleskis welcome you to Barney's, another one of those great South End places to go and have a libation.
It's a gem in the South End. Great food and cold beer. And been in there, Jeff. They do a wonderful job. And that Barney's has been around there a long, long time.
I believe now we've got the Kevin Daley Farms.
Kevin is the former state rep and chair of the House Ag Committee and the fifth generation of active former commissioners. Kevin wishes everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Fifth generation farmer. I'm going to tell you what, that is a lot of generations of really making some great things and giving them back to our community so that we can enjoy eating them.
Yep, Kevin Daley bringing the big old John Deere tractor to Bay City, Jeff, and those are absolutely impressive, aren't they?
They cost a fin or two as well.
just a touch over about $5.
I would say with a ton of knots.
I think one of the luck ducks cost $5.
If you're lucky. As we continue on right now, I believe what we're going to look at next is going to be the Bay County 4-H, but we'll wait for them just to get a little bit closer and ensure that we are on track.
It might even be the Saginaw. It looks like the Saginaw County Animal and Care Control, Jeff. Saving one dog will not change the world, but surely for that one dog, the world will change forever. Adopt today. And the coordinator for Saginaw County Animal Care and Control is Anthony Trevino. Great organization, Jeff. These Bay County Animal Control, Saginaw, nothing like a adopted dog. We had a couple, wonderful, love them to death.
Well, and Nick Page does a segment
Yes,
every
he does.
single
Pet of the
week
Week.
on our Pet of the Week to allow people to understand exactly what's available out
Yes,
there
sir.
for adoption. Bay County 4-H is a hands-on experimental learning program for ages 5 to 19. 4-H works with young people throughout Bay County to help them become self-directing, productive, and contributing members of our society.
That's a great organization.
Yes.
Bay County Fair will be coming up. They'll be hanging out there, Jeff, in August.
Usually the first week in August that takes place. And again, as we talked about the Scouts, 4-H is another group that was almost extinct for a number of years, has really had a great resurgence, and these people have a lot of fun during the fair.
Yeah, speaking about the fair, the Bay County Fair and Youth Exposition, 153 years, Jeff. Where you'll see exotic animals as well as livestock and horses. Come check out the 4-H youth projects and the many grandstand events.
And they do have a great time with all of that. And now I believe what we've got coming up now are our friends from Do-All.
Yep.
Do-All is the nonprofit agency that provides personal, social, and community and employment support for individuals with disabilities in Bay County as they continue to provide community inclusion programs. It's the agency's intent to expand services to meet the community and meet the training needs of those young people.
Scotty Sandbar, Jeff, located in the Middle Grounds Island, featuring food and entertainment on the water. And thanks to Jill Causey, who's their organizer. Ben went down there last summer, had a really nice meal out there on the river. Great. Nice to see that place back open again.
Yes, it is, and become a point of destination as our parade continues on. And what do we got now? As Top Notch Tint just went by a few minutes ago with professional affordable window tinting for over 16 years, as they definitely back their work with a lifetime warranty. As right now we've got the Haunted Temple, the fundraiser put together by Friends of the Historic Masonic Temple. All money raised goes towards the building's restoration. Oh my. Just one of the people that you'll enjoy seeing during that great haunted time at the Masonic.
This Digital Mitten, Jeff, is a premier social media agency specializing in training and management for medium to large-sized businesses. Watch Digital Mitten's new YouTube show on the 1st and 15th of each month.
Don't be silly, Gwiz.
Call Billy.
Just call Billy's. We have the right dumpster to fit all of your business needs. With Billy's, you'll receive top-of-the-line service from a locally owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Don't be silly.
Call Billy.
Indeed, as they've got a few of their great, from the smallest dumpsters that they can dump in to the big 5 and 10 yard dumpsters that they could just leave on your site for you to fill up. Billy's does it all.
Well, that logo is very familiar, and they're saying, Jeff, really resonates with everybody when you actually say it to yourself when you see those big red trucks. Next up, Bay City Electric Light and Power, and strives to offer value to our customers by providing economical and reliable service. They have served the Bay City area since 1868. Today, they serve over 21,000 customers in the service area, which includes Bay City and the surrounding townships of Bangor, Frankenmuth, Hampton, Monitor, and Portsmouth Township.
And indeed, as you watch them, and I'm always marveled that they can put this thing together, and they've got line workers that'll climb that pole and do work on those things. And you talk about something, you better be on top of your craft when you're climbing those poles with just a couple of spikes in your feet and just a little bit of a belt around your waist to shinny yourself up the pole.
Those guys are better men than I am, Jeff. That electricity gives me the willies, and they've been around 150 years. Bay City Electric Light and Power.
They power the electricity
They
at my
do.
house, and they've just done a great job even through other places that may be without power. Bay City Power and electricity does a tremendous job. Next, we have got the Bay City Cooperative Market. It's a startup community-owned grocery store. We own it, and you can too, with Jessica McCorder as the organizer. BayCityFood.org is how you can get further information on their services.
Right behind them, Jeff, it looks like we're going to have our friends from Denny's Collision.
Bay City Seed Library, as these seeds are having a good time, too. Looks like she might be popping her peas a little bit out there.
Well, she's staying warm.
Yes, indeed, as Denny's Collision, as they have just got a few of the great craft that are coming through right now, Denny's helps to facilitate.
Those off-road vehicles right there, Jeff. This ain't your Papa's off-road vehicle anymore. Some of the things that they have going on.
4th Division is dedicated to the memory of Jerry Blondin, passionate about his Irish heritage, enjoyed membership in the Ancient Order of the Hibernians, Friends of the Celtic Culture, and the St. Patrick's Day Parade Association.
Jerry shared his love of Irish music and the culture of his band playing career. Jerry lit up the hearts with his smile and laughter, and he will never be out of our hearts. I knew Jerry and Jeff, a wonderful, wonderful man, and was very proud of his Irish heritage. Always had a big smile on his face whenever you saw Jerry.
SideBySideBlog.com is a group of local off-road enthusiasts who run a news and entertainment website and YouTube channel. Doug Butterfield is the coordinator of that group, and I'm going to tell you, they truly have a great time. There's a number of trails, especially north of Bay City, that are available, and they go out and really enjoy them.
Those things are so cool. How about coming up next, Paul Davis Restoration. Paul Davis provides professional residential and commercial emergency restoration services for disasters of all sizes, from water and flood damage to fire damage, mold remediation. Paul Davis franchise professionals are available 24/7 to clean up and repair damage to residential and commercial property.
Founded in 1966, Paul Davis is a rapidly growing network of more than 370 independently owned and operated franchises. When you have an issue and you call these people and they are there pronto, that is a very reassuring thing after you've had an issue or a problem.
Nice to have somebody like that around, Jeff, and congratulations to Paul Davis for being in the parade and being around for so long.
Yes, I believe what we've got next is the 1935 Dodge sedan in a 30s era mini float from Denny's Collision.
I think you are right.
As that
again, live TV at its best.
It is certainly something we learn to shift on the fly
we
with,
do.
and the great time that we continue to have. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. Jared and Natalie Doan outside doing the filming. Nick Page producing and directing.
Bay City Moose Riders formed in 2013, Jeff, and raised over $10,000 for charities such as Special Olympics, Tony and Trish House, and Moose Lodge Charities, and the Special Olympics.
They do a teddy bear run to Covenant to the Pediatric Center every year, I believe the first part of August. And to see them come 50, 60 strong down the road with teddy bears strapped on the back of their bikes is a thing of beauty. Bay City Moose Riders with their nice little float as well as they cruise by. That is just beautiful to see their continued support of the activities that go on in our Bay region.
Bay County Medical Care Facility, Jeff, with their van out there in Hampton Township.
Including Natalie Doan
She's
working out there at Bay
there.
Medical Care Facility. They want to wish everyone a safe and happy St. Patty's Day. It's green coming up next, so you know what that means. We're talking Surf Pro of Bay City. They're a trusted leader in restoration industry and have the training, equipment, and expertise to handle your restoration and cleaning needs.
As a locally owned and operated business, we can provide 24-hour emergencies and are dedicated to responding immediately to commercial or residential needs. And that green sticks out, Jeff. When you see that, you know it's Surf Pro.
It is another thing,
guys,
too. When you need those folks and they are there right now to take care of you, that is just a great, great thing to see.
That is a familiar color, and Surf Pro does a nice job all over the Great Lakes Bay region. And when you have some water damage, they are right there for you, Jeff.
And again, they're a place to go. I don't know if they'll handle something problem my size. They'll handle it.
They'll handle anything. They can do it all. No problem too big, no problem too small.
They can do it all. Next, we have got the Bay City Saughney Fit Club and home of the 6-week Body Challenge, voted the #1 gym for group fitness in the Tri-Cities. as Case Hugo as the director. You want to talk about some people
workout.
that got high energy as they've got those kangaroo boots on. I'm tired just watching them.
They've been doing this for a couple miles already, Jeff, and they're still not done.
They just
That
continue
looks like a
to
lot
go.
of fun. Looks like a lot of fun.
It looks like a lot of fun for them.
Not for us. We enjoy it.
I'll referee, and when the season's done, I'll take a little break.
We probably get a cramp, but cramps aren't the end or nothing.
No, there's nothing to a cramp. It's just a cramp.
Jeff, how about Great Lakes PACE program of all-inclusive care for the elderly? Dee Dee Ives is the organizer for Great Lakes PACE.
As again, just a long growing need for senior care as Sung Ni Fit Club has their speakers going right now to keep those youngsters highly energized and charged.
Wilder Road, right? Over on Wilder Road, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep. I believe you are correct. 671-4001 for further information.
Here comes our friends from Great Lakes PACE. Again, programs of all-inclusive care for the elderly. Dee Dee Ives is the organizer for Great Lakes PACE.
Again, like to thank those people watching on Facebook and YouTube as we are streaming this live, along with Charter 190. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala, along with you, Jared and Natalie Doan outside doing the camera work, and Nick Page producing and directing our program on this sun-soaked 64th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in beautiful Bay City.
I think you know what's coming up, Jeff. You know the people that are behind this great organization, Village Towing and Auto Repair.
I would say Michelle Cooper.
I think you're right.
Along with a slight assistance from the Duke of Earl.
and the Duke of Earl Bovia.
Earl Bovia, indeed, as this is another one, and this is where it
Big
originated.
one.
No job too big or too small, from repairs to the smallest vehicle to your semi-truck. They could truly do and haul it all. And, they don't just have one location anymore.
No, they've got one on M13. They also one on State Street in beautiful west side of Bay City. So congratulations to Michelle and the gang for being in the parade, and thank you for all you do for our community.
And a sponsor of Bay County Sports TV.
They are a sponsor of high school sports on BC TV. Thank them for that also.
As again, they've got everything from taking care of your semi to picking your vehicle up, and now
school bus.
Oh, yes, if you have a busing issue. I like these flatbeds where they can just pull it right up onto the flatbed. Doesn't matter how bad it's damaged. If they can put a hook to it, they'll bring it up and be able to transport it.
Slide it right up there, my friend. They've got some nice-looking vehicles. There you are, 684-9607. Village Towing, give them a call. No jobs too big, no jobs too small. There's one of their littler trucks coming up next, Jeff.
They want to remind everyone to slow down, too, and move over for emergency vehicles, and that's presented by Marvin and in memory of the tow truck driver that was killed while he was on duty.
Yep.
This is not a safe job that they do, and they are quick to respond to your needs. Let's have some respect and recognition of the fact that you need to roll around them to give them room to do their job.
Yeah, that is a very difficult job, Jeff. Those guys are on call 24/7, 365, and when they're called, they're ready to rock, and they're going to go do what they can to help people out.
Allow life to thrive. Do not drink and drive. As we see an entourage of balloons coming by next, and that is the Saran Bag Company, I believe. Is that part of the Kroger group?
That's the Kroger group, they said.
Oh, that is Melvin McTaggart and the group from the Krogers out on Center Avenue, a place that you donate to on a weekly basis, Gwiz.
Absolutely. They got some new things going on out there, some remodeling and some new ways to grocery shop, Jeff, that they're going to put into effect here fairly soon.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they have got some great folks at both of the Kroger stores in Bay City.
Yes, they
and,
do.
We know firsthand about both of them.
Suffrage 2020, promoting suffrage history and voting rights in 2020, will be the 100th anniversary, Jeff, of the 19th Amendment, and thanks to Cindy Lavasser, the organizer for this group.
The 19th Amendment? I thought there were only 18. They got a 19th?
Yes, they do, my friend.
It gave women some expanded rights, and they haven't stopped since. And next we have a group from McLaren Bay Region, as they're cruising by right now and doing what's best.
Acute care at McLaren Bay Region, Jeff, the main campus, and McLaren Bay Special Care on the West Campus, home health services, medical equipment, pharmacy, women's health, and rehabilitation services. They got over 2,000 employees, my friend.
That is just amazing. They provide quality care to nearly 500,000 people in eastern Michigan. And timeout 2, as we have got a group from Essexville.
Timeout 2, tanning and salon, Jeff. Essexville's exclusive tanning and hair salon, offering massage therapy and other spa and salon services.
Oh, this is the time of the year to do the tanning and the salon
Spring
stuff.
break.
As you want to get ready for that time of year. As we have got another group right now coming down the street that says it's from the Old Town Gym, as some folks are going to be coming and Rainiering and the group from there. This is a locally owned and operated entity that has been around for quite a few years and just does a phenomenal job. They're the only locally owned and operated place in the Tri-City area.
34 years, Jeff.
Rainiering, pleasure to have you at the parade. Enjoy the day and continued success at Old Town Gym.
Look at that one guy. Look at all the one-handed
They got some serious pipage going on out there.
That must be Dean Richards in that group.
He is over there, but they said he was not quite big enough to be in the parade. Next, we have got Cls Linen. It is Michigan's family-owned and operated provider of uniforms, linen, and other facility services. CLS's Saginaw location serves the Tri-City area with pride and with passion, with Dawn McGillen is the organizer. As we see some more of the Bay Regional group come by. As again, Gwiz, it's just amazing to see. I believe at 2,000 employees, they are the largest employer in Bay County.
Yeah, they are, Jeff. They have grown exponentially over the years. And
they've gotten bigger, too.
Yeah, they've gotten bigger also. I don't know where that word came from. My Webster is kind of limited.
Thesaurus is a beautiful thing. It is just an endless bucket of knowledge.
But, again, nice continental linen service, Jeff. And, you'd be surprised how busy these guys are with all the linen services that have to happen here in the Great Lakes Bay region. We thank them for attending the 2018 parade. We're getting close, Jeff. We're getting close to the end.
Well, and they deliver your image, which tells you they take great pride in the quality of the product that they give in services for you.
Shop towels and mops, image match, work uniforms, hospitality linen, and medical linen service. So they also do a lot of good stuff. They hit them all.
As the auto appearance specialists will be next, and that is Jim Norton with his 1986 Silverado, and the float sponsored by his friends and his family.
They're getting with it.
They got a little St. Patty's theme going on in the back of that truck right now. Look at that beautiful orangish colored beard on that young lad. Next, looks like we've got Bayshores coming up, as it is a senior care and rehabilitation center.
Give them a call at 686-3770. Bayshores Senior Care and Rehabilitation Center, Jeff.
Next, we look like we've got a little limousine service going.
Yeah, looks like Mid-Michigan Premier Limo bus service. If you need them, get a hold. Greg Howie II will take your calls and help you out any way he can.
As that is just a beautiful limo. I'll tell you, for bachelorette parties, for wedding parties, to travel around.
Let them drive.
Prom time, just get a group of people together and let them take care of things. Next, what we've got coming up is a drumming good time. It is Kayla's Cardio Drumming. It's a fun 45-minute workout for all ages and fitness levels. Monday nights at 6:30 in Winona Park at the Band Shell. It starts May 7th. If you want to hum and drum and strum, go down and have a great time there.
There you go. Those are called Gaga balls right there.
Oh,
yeah.
You are just a compendium of information, Brother Gwiz.
Useless information, but I've got a lot of it.
All right, next we have got Bob's Towing and Recovery.
Also behind Bob's is
that maybe part of the Brad Treichel Racing
could
group?
Be.
It
yeah,
could
I
be.
think you're right.
Racing at its most fun, but doing it safely.
Right.
And if you got 50 cents or $1 and you're looking for something beautiful.
Oh, that is nice.
That is from International RV World, and they welcome you to check out their services and parts department for all of your recreational vehicle needs. And they offer a huge selection of new and used RVs for your purchasing pleasure.
Well, you can put your bikes and snowmobiles right in the back there, Jeff.
As we're winding down, just a couple of blocks left in this 64th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. And we have got best price services for tree removal.
Tree services.
And it's a new business in Saginaw that's just opening up, offering the best prices and service for tree removal. Contact Justin Price for more information as best price services. Again, a lot of people need trees removed, especially after a tough winter that we've had.
Next up, Jeff, is the River Scene Productions, bringing a new and different variety of music and bands to Bay City at Winona this summer. At the Winona Park this summer, check out River Scene Productions, coordinated by Brandon Dufresne.
And they are just going to bring a great group of entertainment again this summer to the Friendship Shell.
I think this is it, Jeff. Last but certainly not least.
As we have come down to the end of another great year of the parade, last but not least, look at that beautiful, I believe that's an international.
Yep, then our Bay City's finest, public safety.
The parade officials, some of them cruising down right now, and certainly like to thank them for making this parade possible and the months and months and months of dedicated service that go into organizing this great event.
Wow, Jeff, hard to believe it is over. There's Sir Thomas Newsham in the house.
Ah, Sir Thomas. As he does a great job as one of the local officials to make this all great. Them.
And they're all waving at the cameras, Jeff, and officially, it is the end of the 64th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in beautiful Bay City. Hard to believe.
As we look at it again, Nick, if you could pull up our proud sponsors again that have made this happen. The main sponsor, Consumers Energy, and special sponsors to O'Connor's Auto Outlet and to ITC Holdings. They have no idea the amount of gratitude we have for their generous donations to help keeping this parade 64 years strong and going.
Nice of those three folks to step up, Jeff, and keep this tradition going here in beautiful Bay City. Hey, how about a big thank you to the crowd that was out here today. They stepped up. They came out, did a great job, 6 to 8 deep all the way down the parade route. It was fun to watch, and another great event here in Bay City.
Phenomenal crowd on a picture-perfect weather day here in beautiful Bay City. As Jared and Natalie Doan outside were able to facilitate the weather and do the camera work, we want to thank them for their efforts in pushing all the right buttons. Nick Page inside producing and directing. But, partner, Any opportunity I have to sit next to your side is truly a joy and a pleasure. You're a master at your craft.
Well, the pleasure's been all mine, Jeff, and we've been doing it. You say 15 years. I'm looking forward to the next 16 year, 65th annual. Hard to believe, but it was a great show, great weather, a Chamber of Commerce day here in Bay City, Michigan.
It has been a great day, and we want to thank you all that couldn't make it out to the parade, watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on Charter 190, as you had 3 great outlets to do it. But, boy, if you missed this great weather day, that is too bad, but that's why we offer opportunities and alternatives.
Well, we're going to just say to everybody, have a great day, Jeff, and drive safely, of course. But, again, a pleasure to sit next to you. We've got some things going on here in the spring on Bay County TV and high school sports, so stay tuned to Bay County TV for a lot of different things going on. Stay in touch, and it's a channel, a destination now, Jeff, for all things Bay City and Bay County.
In about 90 minutes, that concert is going to take place, and they are the Muskegon band, and they came by, and I'm going to tell you what, they put on a tremendous show, and I'm just trying to find that spot to tell. They were up near the front of the parade as I go pounding through. They are the Scottsville Clown Band.
Yep.
It is a 90-minute show, and it will be happening very shortly after the parade. So if you're down here and you want to go kitty corner to the county building, that is the Masonic Center, and I'm going to tell you what, you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, Scottsville Clown Band's going to be performing there, Jeff. There was a wonderful show that they put on today, and a lot of fun, and always great to do the parade, and I hope they'll ask us back again next year.
Well, John Jerry and the group will be performing at the Scottish Rite, and I'll tell you, that's something that you don't want to miss, and if they're willing to have us back, I think we'll tell them yes a year in advance.
They keep asking us, and we keep saying yes, so my friend, always a pleasure.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, brother.
Same to you.
That about puts the wraps on the 64th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in beautiful Bay City. Have a great, safe time. We'll look forward to talking to you soon.